Happiness hit her like a train on a track.
Hey guys! Okay, so for the past month I have been working with Brazilian models and I am so extremely inspired by the way they do their makeup and the way they love wearing their makeup. It's all about enhancing their natural beauty, like the brows, the lashes, the lips, the cheekbones. It's so beautiful on every skin type, every eye color, and so I wanted to do a tutorial on that look and how to replicate a beachy, kind of dewy Brazilian look. And I hope you guys like it, so let's get started. So I'm back with one eye done. The first thing you're going to do is prime your eye. And today I'm going to be using a different primer. It's the same, this is what I usually use, Urban Decay's Primer Potion, but it's the same thing but in a different shade. So this one is in Greed, and the one that I usually use is in Eden. All that's different about it is it acts the same way, but it's more metallic. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a glittery, kind of like shimmery primer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. You can use whatever primer you want, but this is just the one that I'm going to be using. Okay, so next I'm going to use an eyeshadow that's closest to my skin tone. Today I'm going to be using Brulee from MAC. It's a completely matte color. What I'm doing is I'm binding the primer, so there's a blank palette on my eye and I'm ready for application. And I'm just taking a paddle brush. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's concentrated, but I'm just going to go really quickly, not too packed on, just to swipe and bind the primer. Then I'm going to take a more shimmery color. This is Tequila from Kat Von D's. It's the yellow color. It's got a really good I'm going to take that color and I'm just going to hit the angles right across the eyebrow bone. I'm going to sweep it down to the inner part of my eye and hit that whole kind of like pocket right here with that color. And then kind of just blend it through the whole eye, but the most concentrated parts you want is the eyebrow bone and the inner socket. Okay, so today I'm going to use this HIP pigment from L'Oreal. This is an 818 Saucy, and you can get this at CVS, Target, Walgreens, Rite Aid. It's super cheap. I think it's like 10 bucks or something like that, but two really good colors. The pigment shows up really well. So, so I'm going to take a paddle brush and I'm just going to pack on the brownish color, and if you don't have this duo, you can use kind of like a shimmery brown color. It'll act the same way. So I'm going to take that brown color and I'm just going to bring it right across my lid. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just, and you can open your eye just to see where your crease is, and you don't want it above the crease, just where it ends, and just bring this right across your whole entire lid. So once you have that brown color packed on, I'm going to take that gold color right next to it, and if you don't have that, just use a gold, or you can even use like a yellow, just a shimmery color. So I'm going to take that gold and I'm just going to rub it right across where I put the brown, just to give it another dimension, kind of like a different color hue. Not too much, just to kind of like tweak the color. So next I'm going to take a blending brush, and then I'm going to take Espresso from MAC, and this is just a matte brown. It's basically the same kind of brown as that shimmery brown, but it's matte. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to take this in the crease and kind of tone down the shimmer, because I'm not a fan of like shimmer from all the way down here all the way up. I think it's too much. So I'm going to take this brown, it's a matte brown, and I'm just going to take it in the crease, and I'm just going to keep it kind of on the lower side, because sometimes usually I bring my crease like way up, but I'm just going to kind of keep it quiet and just right where I applied the brown color. And then also I'm going to take that brush. I don't have that much product on it, but I still have the leftover product from that matte brown. And I'm just going to kind of drag my brush, kind of like if I was drawing eyeliner, right where your lid ends right here. I'm just going to bring it up like this. So I'm just going to draw kind of rough lines going outwards. So I'm kind of just using flicking motions at the end, just with like the leftover eyeshadow on my brush. And what this is doing is one, creating dimension. It's also kind of splitting your eye, like shadowing right under your eyebrow bone. So this is pronounced, and this kind of brings your eye up and creates that shadow and splits your eye in half. I'm going to go right back in with that gold in the duo and go right over the crease, just to create a little bit more dimension and kind of to warm up that brown, so it's not just so flat Then I'm going to take an angle brush and I'm going to go in with that matte brown. And I'm going to go right under the eye, right under the lower lash line, and bring that color all the way across to create kind of like just like a smoky, dewy look. So now that you have that brown applied underneath the lash line, I'm going to take a black eyeliner. I'm taking Smolder from MAC. It's my favorite. I literally have like 7 of these in my kit. You can take whatever black eyeliner. Literally Maybelline has a good one, CoverGirl has a good one, L'Oreal has a good one. You can use anything you want. It doesn't matter. But I'm just using Smolder. And just go into your waterline and bring that color all the way across. And then also on the above waterline. Okay, so really quickly I'm going to go back with that paddle brush and that yellow that I used in the Kat Von D palette. You can use whatever shimmer color you want. I'm just going to go right back in to the inner corner right here, and then also on my eyebrow bone, just to make sure that those 2 areas really pop. Okay, so now I'm going to curl my lashes. My eyelash curler broke yesterday. Look, it's awesome. I was going like this and it totally snapped and I was like, oh, cool. So go ahead and curl your lashes and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm done with mascara. I'm going to do lashes just because I think it makes the look super, super pretty. I have 2 pairs of lashes that I think would look really good with this look. I'm going to be using Wispies from Ardell. They look like this. And you can get this at CVS, Rite Aid, Target, wherever they have Ardell lashes. And another pair I think would look really pretty with this look is in Ardell's 102. They're like super natural looking. I use them in my bridal video, but these 2 lashes look the most natural, and especially since I'm not teaming it with eyeliner, they fall really good on your natural lash. So I'm going to use these. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use Duo adhesive in clear and white. I'm just going to get a little bit on the lash. Okay, and make sure you get a good amount of glue on either side so they don't flip up, especially since we're not concealing it with liner. It'll be more obvious and it'll be more irritating, so make sure you get each side pretty good with glue. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see. I'm taking the lash and I'm tipping it into my real lashes. And I'm dropping it right where my real lash meets the skin. And what this is doing is, rather than placing them directly on your eye, this is kind of camouflaging them into your natural lashes, because like I said, we're not going to be using liner to camouflage it, so you need to get them right on the lash line. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll zoom in a little bit more. So you can see I'm taking the lash and I'm pushing my fake lashes into my real lashes at an angle. So I'm taking it like this and I'm tilting it in to my real lashes, and I'm doing that. You can also take your fingers and bind the lashes, your fake and the real lashes, together when the glue is pretty much dry and it's almost set. That just makes kind of like them look a lot more natural. And as you can see, if I can zoom in a little bit more, you really can't tell where my real lashes are and where the fake lashes start. And it really helps to take them and bend them upwards. So you're curling your lashes and the fake lashes, and you're curling them together at the same time. And what I like to do is I'd like to take the end of the lashes and curl those up more, and then take the front of the lashes and kind of bend these ones down, so it looks like a natural pair of lashes. Okay, so I have my lashes on. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrow really quick. I don't want a defined chunky eyebrow, but I do want a thicker eyebrow, and I want it to look like it's naturally thick. So I'm gonna take Espresso from MAC and an angle brush, and I'm gonna go over my brow really lightly. And then when I get to the beginning, I'm just gonna take little wispy, like super messy, like I'm obviously not spending like, oh, I need it to be perfectly, no, I'm doing it super fast and super wispy, just to kind of create the same motion as like a hair would go. And then I'm also bringing it a little bit more down than my real brow is. Okay, so once that's done, I'm gonna use Blanc from MAC and a contouring brush, and this is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna go through right under my cheekbone making circular motions. And then I'm taking the thinner part of the contour brush towards my ear. And then I'm going to flip that around and bring it under here just to kind of create the shadow of the cheekbone. I'm also going to hit under the chin and on the temples. And then also with the residue on my brush, I'm going to hit all over the face to kind of hit that kind of like the bronzy look. Okay, so for the lips, I'm just going to take a really simple gloss. This is from Sephora. It's one of my favorites. It's like a nude pinky color. So just take that gloss and just go over your lips. It's super simple. Not too much of a heavy color, just a nice gloss to wear out. And if you want to use like a different color, if you want to use a pink or a plum or a peach or whatever you want to use is totally fine. Lips are yours. I just wanted to keep the lips really simple with the gloss, so you can do whatever you want. Okay guys, that is my Brazilian golds look. I hope you guys like it and I hope you try it out. You guys can request more looks and I'm happy to read all of your requests and I'm happy to do them for you. I want to do videos that you want to see, so keep requesting. Have a wonderful day and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!